as the desert sand, as hungry as the sea that eats the land. We're just a part of the meal.
This is our second weekend on the boat, and we're just getting some good sleep at last. Being on a new boat means a lot of new noises. There's a whole new environment as well, so we've been waking up every couple of hours like, what's that noise? Who's that? There's somebody on the boat, there's somebody swimming past, and chances are it's just a duck or a bit of wind. It's been raining a lot. We had a little bit of a storm where we nearly lost us plant pots and us tarpaulin. Fabulous. But when it rains it's really nice because you're sat inside like a tin can and it's all it's really therapeutic. Got my wall hat here. One day it'll be a head hat, but just needs to earn its way to the head. Isn't that right? So we've just had 2 weeks up at Kensal Green, and it's it's that time where we've got to move. We're cruising down Westbourne Park towards Little Venice. Little Venice has got a water point, rubbish bins, and also down this area there's a guy that sells the coal and the gas, so we're going to replenish on gas, coal, kindling, water. It's a one-stop shop, and we get 2 weeks in Paddington Basin, which is pretty cool, pretty safe, pretty clean, and Little Venice, which is nice. Check this out.
Wow! Straight in.
Emily's just bouncing off the walls. Trellick Tower. Design. Apparently Ian Fleming was golfing or something, and the person who was golfing, we kept getting a phone call and it was annoying his game of golf, and he asked who that was, and the person says, oh, it's Goldfinger. And Goldfinger is an architect who does brutal architecture. He's got 2 or 3 cold looking buildings throughout London, so because it disrupted Ian Fleming's game of golf, it's like, this guy's a bad guy in my eyes, and named his bad guy character Goldfinger in Goldfinger after Goldfinger. So as exhaust blew on the engine, and it was blowing exhaust fumes into the whole cabin where we live and stuff to sleep and that, and the boat was stinking and we didn't understand where it was coming from. We took the bandage off the exhaust, this like wadding, and the exhaust wasn't even connected to the silencer. There was like an inch gap and it was just blowing fumes. So I ordered an exhaust piece about this big, like a fillet piece, and I cut the exhaust, put that in, and then put all this putty around it that expands as it gets hot. And so far it seems to have done the job, because I got quoted 500 quid for it to get fixed, and I've managed to do it for maybe 50 quid and a day of my time. But I value a day of my time of 600 quid a day, so maybe I've lost out, I don't know. I've got to say as well, it's absolutely freezing today. I forgot my hat. I've got my coffee.
I think you should put some music on.
Yeah. Freezing. Then I replaced the stern gland oil, which is like a gland around the propeller shaft that goes out of the boat to stop the water coming in. It's like a rope and oil barrier. But I replaced it wrong because I don't know anything about boats or stern glands, and the prop shaft was just smoking and smoking, so I think there's been an air trap or an air bubble in, and when I think I've been turning in the grease, in fact I've just been pushing air in and it's not been lubricating it, it's just got hot and burnt. So here we are, cruising up and down the Paddington Arm. It's one of London's best kept secrets. It connects Paddington to the main branch of the Grand Union Canal. The Arm slices through West London, providing a green corridor frequented by both people and wildlife.
Supplier who supplies last few beers.
Yeah.
So let me bring you up to scratch here. When you get a boat, you become a coal nerd. And we got told this and we were like, nah way. We've been on 2 weeks now. We are coal nerds. We got one bag of coal, it was kicking off fumes, it stunk, and when it burnt down there were like gravel and stones in the bottom of his grill. It was awful. And then we tried another bag and it was luxurious coal. So we met back up with the coal guy, and this is me pretending I know what I'm on about coal to a coal professional.
Well, they're both very similar. They're similar to Excel, but they haven't got that chemically kind of smell.
Yeah, that's what this one. Yeah.
We had a nice little coal drop off today. And a fresh gas bottle. We need a pump out. The toilet is so full. No, yeah. So we need water and pump out. The water, there was a 4-hour queue at the water, so we spent £19 on bottles of water just to see us over.
I agree with it.
We don't agree with it because it's bad for the environment.
Yeah.
But we couldn't get washed, couldn't brush his teeth, couldn't shower, couldn't cook or clean.
So unfortunately I had to.
Okay, that's it for now. We've run out of water on board and I need a shower really bad. But luckily Emily got this gift a few years ago that has never come into use because we lived in an apartment until now. Check this out. Outdoor shower, 10 litre. So we boiled some water and now we're just trying to make a right temperature so we don't burn ourselves, and I'm gonna get an outdoor shower indoors. So let's see how it goes.
Mind blown.
Mind blown.
Save me from destruction, 'cause I'm lost and I've never been found, and I've never left this godforsaken town, and there's only one direction you can go when you're feeling
Lose that. Do you think it'll carry that? It's pretty heavy. Oh yeah. Shh. Shit. There it goes. Oh, water pressure's a bit heavy, isn't it? I think I've got to leave that open to get faster.
Well, you do whatever you want.
What's going on here? Spot on tap.
There you go. But you can't hold the tap up. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think you need to sit on your knees.
Alright, I think you're going to have to leave me now and let me just... because this is the most ungraceful shower. I'm going to have another... They're an alright shower, that.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Feeling fresh.
So after getting in late, we finally reached Paddington Basin. The basin commences 500 metres south of the junction known as Little Venice, off the Regent's Canal and the Paddington arm of the Grand Union Canal, and runs for a similar length east to west. It was opened in 1801, with Paddington being chosen as the site of the basin because of its position on the new road which led to the east, providing for onward transport. In its heyday, the basin was a major transshipment facility and a hive of activity. Since 2000, the basin has been the centre of a major redevelopment as part of the wider Paddington Waterside scheme and is surrounded by modern buildings.